So in this question, you're asked to find limit x tends to 0, integer part of n sin x by x. So how do we get this limit? So we know that as x tends to 0, sin x by x goes to 1. So n times sin x by x tends to n. So integer part of that number is how much? So that's the question. So here, so what you need to understand is sin x by x tends to 1 as x tends to 0. As x tends to 0, sin x by x tends to 1 from the lower side. From the lower side. So we have seen this in our theory of trigonometric limits. So sin x by x is going closer and closer and closer to 1 as x tends to 0, but it goes close to 1 from the lower side, that is from the side of 0.9, 0.99, 0.99999, so on. That means sin x by x, even if it tends to 1, is always less than 1. Sin x by x is always less than 1. So n times sin x by x, n times sin x by x is very very close to n, but slightly less than n. Slightly less than n, because sin x by x is slightly less than 1. So if this number tends to n from the lower side, so where does integer part go? So integer part goes to the previous integer, that is n minus 1. So limit x tends to 0, n sin x by x is equal to n minus 1, provided that n is a natural number. Provided that n is a natural number, or that matter, so n is a natural number. If n is a negative integer, you need to be slightly careful. So for example, if n is equal to minus 2, so minus 2 into 0.99999, so on. So this will be very close to minus 4, but it will be of the form minus 3.9999, so on. So what is the integer part of this? So what is the integer part of this? Integer part of this is minus 3.9999, so on. So the integer part is minus 4, right? The integer part is minus 4. That is the previous integer. So if n is equal to, minus 2 into 0.99, so on, is minus 1.9999, right? And this becomes equal to minus 2. So if n is a positive integer, the answer is n minus 1. If n is a negative integer, then the answer is n itself. So you have to be careful to see in the question what n is.